early August, British Council Vietnam officially launched the Young Creative Entrepreneur Screen and Multimedia Award 2013. The contest is part of a series of activities held by the organization in Vietnam since 2008. This year's competition is jointly organized by British Council and Vietnam's Ministry of Culture, Sports and Tourism. The winner will represent Vietnam in a trip to the United Kingdom to join various activities within the framework of the International Young Creative Entrepreneur Screen and Multimedia Awards 2013. In particular, the representative will have the opportunity to take part in London Cross Media Forum 2013, which gathers creators, thinkers and practitioners in various forms of media. The winner may also attend many networking events during the London Film Festival. Good morning, Mr. Robinson. Thank you very much for joining our Sharing Vietnam program on VTC 10 NetViet. The first question is, could you talk a little bit about the reasons for British Council to launch the Screen and Multimedia Competition 2013 in Vietnam?
I think, I know British Council's been supporting creative entrepreneurs in Vietnam since 2008. We've had a number of competitions. One creative entrepreneur in design, another one in fashion, another one on film or screen. The UK is well known for its strength in the creative sector, and we're very keen to engage with Vietnam and support them develop their sector with the expertise that we have from the UK. So this year we have another competition looking to engage with the creative leaders in Vietnam, those entrepreneurial leading individuals who have experience and who are keen to engage globally and with the UK with wider networks.
While Vietnam has a young population and there are quite a number of creativity competitions here, so what is the main difference between the contest launched by British Councils and other creativity contests here in Vietnam?
I think the British Council competition is unique because it focuses very clearly on entrepreneurship and innovation. So all of our contestants are actually running successful businesses, are innovating in the way that they deliver their products. So we look for individuals who have particular innovations with regard to production, with regard to how they develop their products, or how they deliver them to communities.
Well, the topic of the competition this year is multimedia and screen. So what do you think of the impacts of that industry on Vietnam's economy and culture?
But the film industry has developed quite strongly over the last few years, and we know that the IT and digital side, the multimedia side of the economy is developing very strongly. We can see that there's real clusters in Ho Chi Minh City of individuals, networks with a digital focus or multimedia focus, and other starting clusters in Da Nang, in Hanoi. And I think the young people in Vietnam today are very digitally aware. So there's a huge opportunity for the British Council to support the development of these sectors. And obviously that development will support the development of the economy as we move into the future.
And now, could you talk a little bit about the impacts on the culture of Vietnam?
Yeah, like any country, or like lots of countries, the multimedia and the film industry and screen have a huge impact on the culture within a country, and that's no different in Vietnam. So it adds quality to life. It opens up new ideas. It brings other countries into your front room or into the cinema or anywhere else with digital access. So yeah, there's a lot of multimedia and screen that becomes part of culture as well.
The concept of creative industries appeared at the end of the 20th century. UNESCO defines the industries as activities that mainly involve the use of skills, knowledge, and creativity of individual workers to generate values for products and services. Now many industries are classified as creative, such as advertisement, architecture, arts, information technology. Creative industries play an increasingly important role in the knowledge economy of the 21st century.
Công nghiệp sáng tạo ở Việt Nam đã tồn tại rồi, đã có những cái đóng góp nhất định đối với nền kinh tế. Chỉ có điều là chúng ta chưa quen với khái niệm đó, chúng ta cũng chưa đánh giá đúng mức các cái đóng góp của nó, cho nên có thể thấy rằng là những cái đóng góp đó nó quá mờ nhạt đối với nền kinh tế.
In mid-2013, the Vietnam Creative Entrepreneurs Club was officially established in Hanoi. The club brings together prestigious entrepreneurs working in creative industries. Although officially founded just several months ago, the club has been active in organizing enthusiastic events to connect businessmen, share knowledge, and more importantly, to map out a plan for the development of creative industries in Vietnam. The club is aimed to build the foundation for the substantial change of Vietnam's economy from one that relies on simple labor and raw natural resources to one that relies on knowledge and innovation.
Cái khả năng sáng tạo của người Việt Nam thì không thua kém với các quốc gia khác, thậm chí là so với cả một số quốc gia trong khu vực thì cái sự sáng tạo của chúng ta được đánh giá cao hơn rất là nhiều. Nhưng mà chúng ta lại không biến nó thành là cái cơ hội và cái giá trị kinh tế được, bởi vì là nó có rất nhiều cái rào cản và có nhiều cái khó khăn trước mắt. Thì tôi nghĩ rằng đối với chính phủ chẳng hạn thì cần phải xây dựng một cái môi trường để cho những cái người sáng tạo đấy họ cảm thấy là có thể yên tâm. Tôi lấy ví dụ về mặt luật pháp. Khi chúng tôi đang nghĩ đến việc làm thế nào để thật sự cái sàn giao dịch ý tưởng nó trở thành hiện thực, chứ không phải là người ta hiện tại cũng đã từng áp dụng nhưng lại không thành công, là bởi vì vấn đề là cái giá trị của cái chất xám nó được bảo vệ như thế nào. Thì tôi nghĩ rằng cái chiến lược đầu tiên nó sẽ liên quan vấn đề về sở hữu trí tuệ.
Right after its establishment, the club signed an official partnership with the British Council Vietnam. Accordingly, the Council will provide experts from its international network to give strategic consultancy concerning Vietnam's creative industries development to the club. The British agency will also provide abundant and advanced documents for the club to translate into Vietnamese, thus helping increase creative skills in Vietnam. The club will also be supported in building a network with international entrepreneurs in creative industries, particularly in the UK. Later this year, the club and British Council will join hands with Hanoi's authorities to organize an international conference on creative industries. The event is aimed to draw a map for the development of creative industries in Hanoi until 2015 and in Vietnam generally. Before Hanoi, British Council had held many activities to assist the network of creative entrepreneurs in Ho Chi Minh City. Mr. Robinson, we've just talked about the particular contest organized by British Council this year. So now we will move on to a more macro level. What do you think of the role of creative entrepreneurs working in creative industries to the Vietnam's current economic restructuring process?
I think as Vietnam and the economy develops, then the creative sector will become a stronger part of the engine of growth for Vietnam. It's important that we continue to develop the sector. It'll allow Vietnam to add greater value in its services in the knowledge economy and raise itself up the value chain when it's doing business. So it's an important part of ensuring that the economy moves from middle income up to high income status over the next few years. Here we have over 2 million people employed in the creative sector, both in small and medium enterprises in the creative economy, but also as creative people within the wider economy. There's a lot of small and medium enterprises, and they're very resilient in times of economic difficulty. They're very flexible, and they can respond quickly to changes in the economy. So as Vietnam develops and you have a lot more of these small and medium enterprises, then we'd look to see that that can also be a trait within Vietnam.
Well, recently, British Council Vietnam has formed an official partnership with the Creative Entrepreneurs Club of Vietnam. So what is your assessment of that partnership?
Yeah, we're thrilled that we've got this agreement with the Creative Entrepreneurs Club of Vietnam. It really shows the commitment of the British Council and the UK to engage with creative entrepreneurs within Vietnam and ensure that they have the connections, build networks and links with the UK, that the UK can then work with Vietnam and with these entrepreneurs, that the networks understand the steps that the UK is taking in their development of the sector and really engage with that. And if there's lessons to be learned, that Vietnam can learn that as well. So help the sector to develop here and continue its journey to support the economic development within Vietnam.
Great, and I know that that agreement is not the only thing that the British Council has done to support the creative businessmen here. So what could you talk about some other activities in this area?
The British Council's been very active in supporting the sector and the development over the last few years. We are working with the Ministry of Culture, Sport and Tourism on a framework for the development of creative industries. And we also work with other ministries and stakeholders to ensure they develop their thinking or make links and networks to support the creative industries and the development of the sector in Vietnam.
Thank you very much for joining us today, and I wish you success with your projects to develop the creative industries in Vietnam with local partners.
Thank you very much.